Guys, next video, I'm gonna go straight into it, and it's going to be what can actually start to happen when you make money. All right, so me, I am from jack shit, diddly squat, nothing. I grew up in Merseyside, St Helens, until I was like 13, 14, and then moved to the Midlands for whatever reason, and you know, went to school, kind of got kicked out of school here and there. I never really fit into the society model, and it was a struggle for me in my teenage years. Anyway, got back on track. I'm not going to go into the fine nitty-gritty details, but got back on track, started to go to college to study engineering, landed myself an apprenticeship, which was 4 years long, lasted 2.5 years, left that, and then obviously that's when I got into trading. So for me, money-wise, I have no money in the family, apart from now. So grandparents, no money, mum, no money, single parent, never really knew my father, no excuses, no victim role ever applied to that situation. So for me, it was like, okay, am I going to live with this because nobody else is going to help me, there are no handouts here, or am I actually going to try to take responsibility for my entire family as well and push things forward? So coming from, it's not a deprived state, and it's not a very, very bad background, but it's a state in which I was never taught anything about money, business, and all it was, and again, many people can relate to this because of the conversations I've had with people online, is that there was never enough there to live freely or abundantly in a case, and there was always a common thought of, oh, I have to think about how much money I have to spend today or this week, or the family may be on a budget, or whatever it may be. There's no getting out of that in your situation. If you came from jack shit zero, then if you want to be the game changer, you have to work, and the tools are all here for you to work and work towards to open that new arena. But there's many different things that come with that. So let me explain from my personal experience. Where to start? Okay, so where to start? Right, so came from nothing, no money, always wanting to personally, if I did get small sums of money, I was like, okay, cool, I need some clothes, I need this, I need that, I need these trainers. And again, it's something that in society we can be programmed into trying to be, look like whatever or whatever it may be, or always have the newest thing. So when you get money from having no money and you're just splurging on items, okay, then obviously it can take you back a bit. So from coming from no money and starting to make money and starting to splurge and not really having a clue on how to manage it, it's a lot different from coming from a family who have taught you money management, who have money, who have businesses. There's various levels to society, and that's just how it is, in which that if you come from money, for instance, your trading could maybe go from here to here and in such a faster pace, and you can be in the different elements before somebody who comes from zero, maybe. Why? Because the money management protocol and the money management education and the business side of Forex, and that mentality education coming from a wealthier family, from a not so wealthy family, they already have an edge because of the way they've been programmed and taught and who they surround themselves with, i.e. family members, okay? So yes, me personally, I came from the gutter, if you will, and it was very, very hard for me to actually manage money, even when I made it. So when I started to make good money, this is a whole different entire ball game, which people don't even understand. So a lot of people want to make money. Okay, I'm going to be rich. If you haven't got the education behind you and the family-backed, let's say, genetics to managing funds, or having that business mentality on where to deploy funds, your desires from being broke for the majority of your life, this is going to come out of you when you start to make money. In various ways, there's no judgment to it. It will manifest in different ways. It's quite funny. It's quite funny to watch, even looking back at myself back then. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so you're gonna start to make money. I'm quite a generous and open-hearted guy, so I wanted to go ahead and treat my friends and go out to bars and buy bottles of champagne, wear stupid fucking sunglasses, splurge on clothes. Some of the clothing was absolutely terrible, to tell you the truth. But yeah, again, you have to go through all of these notions. But it's good. It's like a release, because for the entirety of your life, you haven't really had too much or earned too much money. So after working hard for so long, you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to go on a mad one. All right, so the new doors start to open when new funds come into your pocket. Now, money is a tool. Money is a form of energy in which we have to treat with respect. And I can sit here and say that now I do, and I have learned many lessons surrounding money, but I've also abused the hell out of money and myself over time. And it's given me the greatest lessons. Other people, again, may see this as like a weakness, as, oh, this guy's doing this or this. But deep down, they wish they could have the confidence to go and the balls to actually go and do that themselves. It's human nature. So it is what it is. Anyway, you know, you can watch like certain films as well. I say Wolf of Wall Street. Obviously, everyone's watched Wolf of Wall Street. You see what happens there. But you know what? You get so excited in the moment, and you get so happy that maybe your dreams are starting to come into fruition, and you are earning, that if you do have a great group of friends around you, all on the same nutcase level, then you are going to have a lot of fun. But you have to also stay disciplined and in your element and not go too overboard. I am the master at going overboard in my past, and to bring these lessons to you, to say, you know, everybody's different, but again, going back to the two sides, from the wealthy family and having that mentality growing up on a higher spectrum of society rather than here with relatively low experience. Everything I've done personally, I've came from the ground up, and I've had to learn all the lessons myself. Is that to say that the wealthier family counterpart merged against the lower realm of society's family counterpart? Is one happier than the other? God, no. No way. It all depends on who's running the line and the individual in particular. So with me, started to make a lot of money, did a lot of stupid things. I don't regret anything. I do not regret anything I do at all, because end of the day, the human experience is here to be lived, and we learn week on week, month on month, year on year, on how to be better ourselves and a better person. Let them judge, let them do whatever the hell they want. They're probably living a miserable life anyway. So have fun with your money, okay? But manage it well. If you make in the markets 10K in a week, you want to compound your account and you want to stick to the safe boundaries. My principle is that greed, everybody's greedy, they just don't know it. Greed element is a factor in which we have to take away from the market, and we have to express it, and we have to deal with it in other cases. So for me, let's say you make 10K in the market, withdraw 5K, and then from that 5K, let's say you segregate 10% or 20% for leisurely activities, and you go and have fun, and you get that greed out of your system. Throw some of it away. Give it to somebody, charity-wise, you know. Splurge 10%, 15% on shopping, weekend, whatever it may be. Why? Because we have to actually see and be motivated that the principles in the market that we're using are working. And as we get that ball rolling, we motivate ourselves, because it's a game of money. It's a game of nobody sat there tapping you on the shoulder saying, oh, I'm going to pay you. No, you have to pay yourselves, and you have to manage that pay correctly, adequately, sensibly, in order to come back level-headed in the next week to do better again and again and again. It's how the market is. It's what this game is. So it's, you know what, one of the funniest principles is out here of all of these, you know, sensible, honest people, which really just do all of this stuff behind the scenes anyway, but like put a front on as an actor, is that, number one, okay, if I was to drive a Mini Cooper, yeah, so many people would judge me for driving a Mini Cooper as to, oh, if you do so well in the markets, why are you driving a Mini Cooper? Exhibit A. Exhibit B, you buy a Ferrari. Oh, this guy's so materialistic. Why is he buying a Ferrari? You don't need to do that. Exhibit C, you don't do anything. People are like, who the fuck is this guy? It's just like society is such a fucking headfuck, full of judgmental people who do not know themselves and their own worth, so they project all of this stuff onto other people. You can't win. So what you need to do is you need to manage your own formal plan of making money. You need to segregate percentages, 10-15% on leisure, having fun, blowing off some steam, because this is a very stressful game. A very stressful game overall, and that's something that I've managed. I don't get stressed at all with the markets now, but again, at first it can be. So you need to get away from the computer, have a little bit of fun, you know, go and meet new people, travel. Travel, I would say, is one of the best things that the market can give you. And I'm not talking trade to travel and all of that nonsense, because you can't go from one time zone, having a program mindset in one time zone, flying out to LA and waking up at 3 it just doesn't happen. That's all just some BS. That's just BS. The way I manage that is work hard, travel, don't trade. Work hard, travel, don't trade, or at least bang down your volume size in order to manage it correctly, depending on where you are around the world. But trading can provide you great freedom to actually go and exercise travel. With travel, it expands and broadens your mindset and your mentality from learning about other cultures. I've been in various situations where my side, I might take my family away to a retreat, go learn some, you go deeper on my self-knowledge, okay? Or I might go away with the guys, whether it be work, and just go on a straight bender sometimes and have fun and just let go. So I keep the balance in that region and that aspect, but trading definitely gives you, let's say again, you could segregate 20% or 30% of your profits to a quarterly travel experience, or even a monthly travel experience, depending on how good you are. But when you want to go ahead and go away and travel, just don't trade, or just, again, trade minimal to have that full experience without no stress, because you're going away to de-stress, to be motivated to come back home and then continue to go harder on the charts and continue to strive into a different level and different domain. So there's many different things that can happen when you get money. You know, I feel that there's many benefits, and you have to understand where your family line is. Have you been taught business education, financial education, or are you coming up from zero? If you are coming up from zero and you have to do all of this stuff yourself, like I personally did, then just be careful, because there's so many different traits and bad things that can happen to you that can knock you off track. You have to be very strong-willed to proceed forward when you have all of these other distractions. So again, I'm just showing you that aside from all of this and all of this here, making money is a completely different sector of psychology, which you have to exercise it. The funny thing is out here is everybody's quick to judge another person for their doings or how they live or whatever it may be, without fully understanding that person, you know. Now, a lot of people wish they had the confidence and the balls, and because remember, 90% of people's mindsets are programmed by society and their expectations. Television, media, how to look, how to act, how to behave. All of this nonsense makes you unhappy. It's designed to keep you in a box, and that box, as long as you go from box to box to box to box, you're never going to reach like liberation in the mind. And again, once you do surpass that and you know, get to a higher state of thought, all of these box critics are all going to come at you, and they're all going to like project their insecurities on you as to how you don't. It's not so much I don't give a fuck lifestyle, it's so much your thoughts and the expectations of society do not take control of me. I'm not emotionally triggered by them. I'm free, I'm happy here and I'm happy here. I'm going to live. And again, you are going to get a lot of backlash from people in the arena, maybe people in your family as well. I've experienced all of it. So just remember that, stay level-headed. If you guys are coming up from ground zero, when you do start to make some good funds and some good money from this game, and again, manage it wisely. So again, travel, you're gonna have to set yourself a plan, get traveling, get moving around the world, go traveling on your own. That's the fucking greatest thing. When I first went traveling on my own personally, because I made so much money, and you know what the main factor was, is I made so much money. Okay, and I've always stressed about like, making money, got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that. I just went away, all right? I just went away, and I didn't look at one chart. I didn't stress about even thinking about a digit or a dime. I was just like, I'm gonna go and see what happens. I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone into a new territory of being outgoing and meeting people and just expressing my gratitude for where I've where I've come from that year, and now I don't have to worry about making funds. And just treat other people as well, and just live life on a free basis. And I did that for like 4 to 6 weeks. And that stage there in particular, 98% of humans will never get to that stage of like liberation, even though if it was just for a small period of time. But just remember that we're here to expand ourselves as humans. It's not all about the funds and the money and the grind. It's about elevation, becoming more, expanding your awareness to a point in which you're just like, boom, way, way bigger than any obstacle that can ever come towards you, because your understanding is so much that no one else can even come in and intervene with you knowing you. And you've lived these experiences out, and you're fucking grateful for them. They're the best memories. They're the best memories. You think back, and you know what? If you do in the next few months have a few bad weeks or whatever it may be, and you need some motivation, close your eyes, go back into your memory bank, and remember how you've actually lived and how grateful you are for that experience. And that can push you on. I want to get there again. I want to get there again. So just don't go crazy. I can't, be a teacher about not going crazy, because I still go crazy sometimes. It just is what it is. But don't judge yourself for going crazy as well, because again, that leads to being unhappy. And forget what everybody else has to say, because most of them are just lost and they don't even think anyway. So just keep management on your profits, get the ball rolling, get some withdrawals out, motivate yourself that this game is working for you. And never compare yourself to anybody else. You're on your own path in this trading game, and just keep going forward and keep elevating. So I'm going to go on to the next video now. I hope some of those points hold some value for you. Thank you.